Good morning, friends. I am Neelam Jha, ex-Chief Manager, Faculty, Central Bank of India. And today I'm here to discuss the RBI curbs on Kotak Mahindra Bank. Yesterday, on 24th of April, in a major regulatory move, the Reserve Bank of India, in exercise of its powers under Section 35A of the Banking Regulation Act 1949, directed Kotak Mahindra Bank to cease and desist from onboarding new customers through its online and mobile banking channels and barred it from issuing fresh credit cards with immediate effect, citing supervisory concerns over its technology platforms. Okay, so I can see a question in the inbox. Yash is asking, what is Section 35A? Well, Section 35A of the Banking Regulation Act 1949 gives the Reserve Bank of India the power to direct banks to prevent the affairs of any banking company being conducted in a manner detrimental to the interests of the depositors or in a manner prejudicial to the interests of the banking company. Now, coming back to the cracking of whip by Reserve Bank of India, was this a sudden penalty? No, not at all. Actually, in the last 2 years, the regulator has been in a continuous high-level engagement with the bank about it, about all these major concerns. In fact, the RBI said that consecutively in 2022 and 23, Kotak Mahindra Bank was assessed to be deficient in its risk and information security governance, contrary to the requirements under the regulatory guidelines. RBI's restrictions raises doubts over the safety of money in the respective bank accounts and credit card functionalities for the existing customers of the bank. RBI's restrictions are a pointer that all is not well with Kotak Mahindra Bank. See, in the absence of a robust IT infrastructure and IT risk management framework, the bank's core banking system and its online and digital banking channels suffered frequent and significant outages in the last 2 years. The recent one being a service disruption on April 15 this year, resulting in serious customer inconveniences. Perhaps this long outage was the last straw when the Reserve Bank decided to place the above-mentioned business restrictions on the bank in the interest of customers and to prevent any possible prolonged outage which may have serious repercussions not only on the bank's ability to render efficient customer service, but also on the financial ecosystem of the digital banking and payment systems in India. The RBI yesterday in its press release has said that it observed serious deficiencies and non-compliances in multiple areas like IT inventory management, patch and change management, user access management, vendor risk management, data security and data leak prevention strategy, business continuity and disaster recovery rigor and drill, etc. All red flags. RBI had to step in. See, India has moved away from the days of ledger-based banking where the bank meant your home branch. I know the youngsters would laugh at the idea, but it was the banking scenario then, about 3 decades ago. And from there, we have come to 100% technology-based banking, which has no limitations of geography or time. Today, your branch could be in Jhumri Tilaiya and you could be, let's say, New York, in 2 different time zones, separated by thousands of kilometers, and yet sending or receiving money sounds like a child's play, right? Interoperability has made our lives so easy. But remember, tech is the key word here. And if there is a loophole in bank's IT inventory and in the way it secures its data, the customer's privacy could go for a toss and their hard-earned deposits could get compromised. So, what happens next? Point number 1, the ban will not impact the existing customers, and Kotak Mahindra Bank can continue to provide services to them, including its credit card customers. Hence, if you are an existing customer or a credit card user, you can continue to use their credit cards and continue all other transactions online and offline as of today. Point number 2, these curbs on onboarding new customers through its online and mobile banking channels and issuance of fresh credit cards will be reviewed after completion of a comprehensive external audit to be commissioned by the bank with the prior approval of RBI and rectification of all deficiencies that may be pointed out in the external audit, as well as the observations contained in the RBI inspections to the satisfaction of Reserve Bank of India. See, this move aimed at safeguarding customers' interests and money is an important part of RBI's regulatory measures concerning compliance and risk management issues at the bank. Its relevance has risen manifold with rapid increase in volume of digital transactions. In today's scenario, confidentiality of data is of paramount importance, particularly with cybercrime proliferating at a dangerous speed. I can see another question here in the inbox. Rimi is asking, when did Kotak Mahindra Bank start operations? The journey started in 1985 when Mr. Uday Kotak founded Kotak Capital Management Finance as an investment and financial services company. In 2003, Kotak Mahindra Finance Limited received the banking license from the Reserve Bank and became the first non-banking finance company in India to convert into a bank. Now coming to the most crucial part. How is this ban going to impact the customers of Kotak Mahindra Bank? Well, looking at the past instances in last few years, the RBI will go for thorough inspections and audits of Kotak Mahindra's IT resilience, which in my opinion could take, more than an year. As a customer, with our banking system witnessing steady growth in adoption of digital banking services, adherence to high security standards has to be non-negotiable for maintaining sustained and healthy growth of our banking sector. And I feel RBI's move is an attempt to strengthen our banking framework. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.